is what they're saying. That would be level 1 civilization. Just for fun, I found this so fascinating. Can you guess, anybody want to take a guess, what is level 2 civilization, according to these secular writers? Is a race that has learned to live...
The creation getting better?
No, it has to do with size. Level 1 is we live self-sustaining. We've learned how to harness and live in symbiotic, self-sustaining relationship with a planet. Level 2 is with a solar system. That a race learns how to harness and live in a solar system in a sustaining way. And level 3, and does this blow your mind or what? Level 3 is with a galaxy.
Oh.
With a galaxy.
I thought it was going to be with each other.
Yeah. With a woman. That's right. It's living with a woman. I'm getting it. That's level 4.
I can see Nancy like that.
Let's all laugh. I mean,
Yeah, level 5 is a woman being able to live with a man.
Yeah, that's right. If we go. Anyway, I find it fascinating. Now, please understand that I'm not saying this is true or it's going to happen. All I'm doing is, all I felt like it was like my imagination was on court. Like the summary, I went, oh, yeah. So I'm just going to, wouldn't it be isn't it something? Because that makes scientific sense of what I said about where the human race and the cosmos was going, its original trajectory, and our trajectory could be one and the same. In other words, Adam and Eve and their descendants, if they had not fallen, they would have learned within who knows how many generations to live on this planet in a sustainable way. And then, of course, human beings being what they are, they're going to explode, etc., to live then. Okay, I better get going because so far we're way up here and I'm not at all down to practical, am I? Okay, well, we all know what happened. It seems to us, and we don't really know, but it seems to us that very shortly after the beginning, the fall happened, right? Whatever you want to call it, the bad thing happened. And but I do want us to be clear in our understanding that what the cross event did was it ended the detour. The cross on my diagram here did not happen up here on this original trajectory. The whole cross, Jesus, incarnation, death, resurrection event happened on the detour. And what the death of Christ did is it ended the detour. Turn around, and now we're going this way. And we are in the process of getting back on our original trajectory. Does that make sense? Yeah. That can be important, or you get really confused. If you think we're here, then every hangnail and difficulty and broken shoelace and why can't I get my locker open is a complete mystery to you. How can this be happening to me? Right? When you're a little kid, I mean, I was amazed when our kids were young, how quickly children learn about sickness and death and destruction, and how quickly they accept it. You know, I mean, I remember our little kids when they somehow, I don't remember giving them a big lecture, they learned the concept of poison like that. I mean, they just like, poison, poison. And they seem, you know, at age 2, they seem to understand this concept of don't drink poison, it'll kill you. And it amazes me how quickly oh yeah, bad stuff happens and things die, and you know, dogs, cats, people die. You know, I could die. And it's amazing to me how quickly a little, you know, I'm thinking about this thing because we have a grandson now. You know, I think, wow, he's going to learn all this stuff so fast. Why do all those bad things happen? Because we are not here, folks. Because we're somewhere here. And my diagram breaks down in its specificity at this point. We are not back on the original trajectory. We're simply, the detour has ended, and we're on our way back to the original trajectory. Okay? Now, here's where I want to start turning the corner and getting to practical. here's some really, really good news. God put humankind in charge of this enterprise. He created and then said, fix it. He said, rearrange it. God created it and said, now you guys are in charge. And this is nothing new. I think that commissioning has never been rescinded. We are still in charge. And the amazing thing to me is that we are not simply on an escalator, passive passengers in this process. And by the way, one of our favorite terms for this process, what is it? It's the process from the end of the detour back to the fulfillment of the original trajectory. I call that the kingdom of God. Okay? And we are not passive passengers. We are still in charge. Now that's kind of like scary. Good news? No. But let me say what I'm saying again. The creation had a trajectory. Sin broke the trajectory. Jesus turned around the detour. But we are responsible, if you will, for where this ship is going. That's mind-boggling to me, but I really believe that's the truth. Now, here's another little secret. Even if I'm wrong, I'm so happy thinking that I'm right. Bless you, Bill. Thanks for coming. Lord,
Put on
bless
the full armor of God.
Amen. Go do it, man. Thank you for your service. I'm so happy thinking this way that I don't want to go back to the old way of thinking. It's like, oh, I am so unworthy. Well, if I'd have been unworthy, Jesus wouldn't have died for me. Jesus died for you and me because he likes us. While we're still sinners, he liked us. And how much more does he like us now that we've turned toward him? That's straight out of the Bible. That's just a mild paraphrase. Well,
Yeah,
so...
can I throw something out on that?
Yeah.
You said you're so happy, if you're wrong. I mean, I think, our goal as Christians is to be kingdom on this earth.
Yeah,
And if you're believing that helps you live kingdom in a better way, and you're doing it in faith, faith pleases God.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
even if you're screwed up in the head,
That's
you know what,
right,
Lord,
exactly.
I believe this is so good, and I believe you're telling me this, I'm going to move forward in the kingdom. He's
Yes.
like going, woo!
Exactly.
He doesn't care if you're right or wrong.
Exactly.
He just wants you to be kingdom. So.
Exactly. I couldn't put exactly. That is so true. Yes, Stephen.
And I really haven't shared this a lot, but I was driving one day, this is several years ago.
Uh-huh.
And I was thinking about what happened, in space and time at that point when Jesus died. And then I was thinking about God's reaction. And it just was like, when Jesus died, that reconciliation was done, redemption had been accomplished. God leapt for incredible joy. I don't know what that was, but it was like, he was so happy because now everything's been turned.
Yes.
And it's back on where he wanted it to be. And I was like, that just blessed my heart more than you can imagine.
Yes.
There's so much joy in God.
Yes.
His vision was realized in what Jesus had done. It was
That's
accomplished.
good. That's good.
And it was a shout of, I couldn't help it, just get excited.
Oh, that's good, Steve.
It's a beautiful,
Thank you.
beautiful time.
Yes.
I guess that was appropriate.
Yes, I think excellent. Thank you for sharing that. I agree. Yoo-hoo! Yes, yes. So we are in charge. We are active participants, and that's why I think what got me on this again this week was just reading the beginning of Mark, where Jesus went around saying, "Metanoia, turn your mind around, because the kingdom is at hand."